Today, I'm going to talk about worrying and the damage it does. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Let's go. I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day, I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now, I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then, sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. The first thing I want to talk about is how worry can damage your health. Worrying is really, really bad for you. What it can do is it can drive you to lose sleep. It can make you lose your appetite, or the opposite, you can overeat just out of worry and you're just eating. It can be bigger than that. If you're an excessive worrier, you can develop heart problems, high blood pressure, ulcers. Really prolonged and extensive worrying can cause people to have mental and emotional breakdowns. It's a big deal. Worrying is a big deal, and a lot of people do it. So what we want to try to do in life is find a way to minimize worrying. We need a technique. We need a habit. We need something to help us eliminate worrying in our life. So today what I want to do is I want to talk about a good way of eliminating worry in your life. You don't ever eliminate it 100% because we're living, we have things come up and things happen. But what we want to do is we want to try to have a technique and a little way of dealing with worry to keep it under control and keep it to a minimum. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. The reason we worry is because we will have a problem or a decision to make in our life and we just don't know what to do. And then we'll worry about that. It will roll around in our head. It'll just loop over and over and over again. And we will be sick with worry. We just can't stop the loop in our head from worrying. And we will just get in a bad mood. Everything will go downhill in our lives. It's awful. It's an awful, awful place to be. Here is the way you are going to, I want to say enlighten yourself, but really what I mean is here is how you're going to empower yourself to be able to make that decision. And it's really quite easy. And you just kind of have to be a little bit of an investigator to do it, which everybody can spark that side of their personality, to be an investigator. What you have to do is you have to get all the facts. It's like a little bit of work you have to do. Write them all down. That really, really helps. So I'm just going to give you an example of, making a decision, just so you kind of get the idea. Okay, let's just say that you have 2 job offers, like pretty good job offers. You need a job, you've been applying yourself and looking around, filling out applications, and you get these 2 great job offers. Now you're just like, yay, I got them, but you're worried about which one to pick because of course you want to pick the right one. So what you have to do is get all the facts. You're going to compare the 2. You're going to write all the facts down. So I'm going to see which, job needs what. So what do each job require? What are my duties going to be? I'm going to write that down. Where are they located? If they're located in different cities, I'm going to write that down. How much is the pay? I'm going to write that down. How long has each company been in business? Okay, that's a good one. That's smart. We want to see if it's just a startup or it's got a good solid reputation. Write that down. All this stuff you're going to write down. If they're in different cities, you're going to check out the cities. What's the weather like in both cities? What is the crime rate in both cities? What is the cost of living in both cities? Write all that down. Once you have all this information, which probably you didn't know all this stuff to begin with, and that's why you're worrying, you can look over both those, lists that you have. Now you feel like, oh yeah, you know, I like warm weather over cold weather, and this job pays more, and you can just go through that stuff and make a decision for yourself. It's going to help you so much. You are going to feel, instead of helpless and confused, you're going to feel educated, and you're going to feel confident of making a good decision. So just that's going to brighten your mood. You know, you're just going to be like, yeah, you know, I can do it. And so after you make a decision, nothing is 100% perfect. So is this 100% foolproof way of doing it? No, because nothing is. But you still have to do the best you can do. That's all you can do, and you have to feel good with that. And so you're going to make your decision. Your sleep is going to instantly improve. You know, everything's just going to be like, whoo, back to normal. You're just going to feel so happy. And then you can just make your decision in life. Okay, so maybe you're going to say, okay, that's good. You know, and we all have a million decisions to make. We have decisions every day to make. So they might not all be this big of a decision where you have to write things down and, you know, kind of mull through it. But if you need to, hey, don't be afraid to do it. Write them down and do it. That could definitely get you going down on a good path and making good decisions in your life. And that's the difference between, you know, having a pretty good life and maybe a lousy life. It's all in the decisions that we make. Also, don't kid yourself. Successful people that you see around, they're not just winging it. Successful people don't wing it. They're making good decisions. So they're getting all the facts before they're making their decisions. So you want to do the same thing. You want to be just like that. Once you have a method to tackle your decisions in life that you need to make, it is going to help you so much. And then you won't be such a worrier. I mean, we are who we are. You know, we can better ourselves, but you know, we kind of are who we are, and that's the way we're put together. And that doesn't mean we have to just like, oh, this is me. No, there's always improvements that you can make. There's always methods that you can employ to help, you know, better yourself in life. And that's what we all do. That's what we all find out there. And so when we find one, we're like, yay! You know, it just makes such an improvement in our life that, you know, it just gives us hope, and we just feel so happy. There's a book link down below if you'd like to read a little bit more about worrying. Also, click subscribe and then click the little bell, and you will be notified every time I make a new video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.